All right, what's up, YouTube? This is BoxingWave. Let's talk Tyson Fury. Okay. Now, disclaimer: this video is not about Tyson Fury's skill set. Okay, and we make that clear. It's not about his talent or anything he does inside of the ring. Okay, this video is not about who I think won between him and Wilder. It's not about that. All right, they got a draw. No one won the fight, and that's that. This video is strictly about his future, his immediate future, and his resume, okay? And his title, his linealship, all right? Now, Tyson Fury went on a little layoff from, or a long layoff from boxing, all right? Took a couple years off, didn't fight anyone, got stripped of his titles, all right? Gained weight, was on drugs, had mental illness, all of that stuff, right? Came back, did some great things, all right? Had a couple tune-up fights, which is fair. This is a guy that went and blew up in weight and everything like that. He was rusty. Can't even compare him to Keith Thurman. You know, he's a guy that really went and done a 360. I mean, this guy really blew up in weight and everything. He went through a lot and he came back. Good for him. All right. He fought Pianetta. He fought Safiri. Okay. And he fought Deontay Wilder, which ended in a draw. Okay. I didn't even think it was a good time for him to fight Wilder. Okay. I personally believe that that fight was a cherry pick for Wilder, but it didn't go the way as planned. You know, I didn't think he would beat Wilder at all. But listen, it was a great fight. They had a draw. Can't wait to see the rematch. It is what it is. Now, he fought Tom Schwartz this year. Okay, a fight that I really didn't understand. I just couldn't understand, you know, because Tom Schwartz is he just shouldn't be fighting at this level, you know. But whatever. They had the fight. Tyson Fury destroyed him, and that was that. All right. It was a great showcase performance for Tyson Fury. Don't really understand it, but it is what it is. Right. So now there's reports of Jarrell Miller, and it's not just reports, but this Tyson Fury has interest in fighting Jarrell Miller right now. Okay. Also, there's been reports of him fighting Trevor Bryan, who is another fighter that I would probably say is on a Tom Schwartz level. Okay. I think both fights are cherry picks. Okay. Jarrell Miller, even though he is considered to be a top 10, I thought he lost a lot of credibility failing that drug test recently. Not one, not two, but three different substances was caught in those drug tests. Three. That's OD. That's crazy. Three. Now, this is not a Jarrell Miller bashing video. All right. I don't want to disrespect him or whatever, but I'm calling it as is. He's from New York. He's from Brooklyn. We actually have a mutual friend. Okay. Not trying to bash him, but it is what it is. He got caught. He was on it. It is what it is. You lose all credibility. As far as I'm concerned, I don't know where to rank you anymore because you're a big dude. The suspicions were there. But you know, I don't call anybody out unless they fail the test. All right, you're a big guy, you're walking around here fighting 300, 315 pounds, and you're throwing all these punches. And you're walking guys down, you just walking through them. You know, you could come in at any weight at all. It don't even look like you train sometimes. And you're just walking down and throwing a million punches per fight. All right? So now that you tested positive, got caught, ruined the Anthony Joshua fight. Ruined that opportunity, your biggest payday. All right? And Joshua goes on to lose to Andy Ruiz. Could have been you, but you got caught. And you've been a drug cheat before. You lose all credibility. I don't know how good you are. So right now, to me, Jarrell Miller is a cherry pick because as a clean fighter, when he fights again, whether it's Tyson Fury or whoever, I'm going to assume that these guys are going to want random drug tests. I mean, he wasn't ranked in the WBC, so there's another suspicion there because you didn't want to you don't want to deal with the random all year round drug tests. All right, so now you are a cherry pick in my eyes because I don't even know if you're that good without cheating. You could have been cheating all this time. It's like Antonio Margarito. When you get caught with loaded gloves, we could assume anything. We think you did it in a Miguel Cotto fight. We can assume whatever we want. You know, you might have used this stuff before. I mean, it's not like you got caught before previously, years ago. You got caught. So I'm just gonna assume that you've been using them all the time. So now your next fight against whoever, which is possibly Tyson Fury, I don't think you're on it now. Because there's no way Tyson Fury is gonna get in a ring with you and make sure, and have you not taking drug tests. You're gonna be tested. So if you're completely clean, like you should be, I don't think you're gonna be that good. Because now you can't just have this high volume of punches that we're normally used to seeing you throw as a big guy like that. So, and Trevor Bryant, listen, what I think about him, he's on Tom Schwartz level to me. That's it. It's just a guy that I don't think he should be in a ring with Tyson Fury. I mean, I don't think neither one of these guys. And the problem with this whole Jarrell Miller thing, I think the biggest problem is the fact that he got caught and he may be rewarded right away with another big fight after screwing up. I mean, there's no fights in between. We don't even know anything. He screws up the Joshua opportunity and he gets rewarded with Tyson Fury. Maybe not, he doesn't get paid as much, but I'm sure this is by far going to be his biggest payday if he is to get this fight. This just shows how corrupt this sport is. There's no integrity at all with the sport. Anything goes at any time. And listen, I get it. Tyson Fury, Jarrell Miller probably have the two biggest mouths in boxing. They're gonna sell the shit at that fight. They're gonna sell it. Jarrell Miller, big mouth, big talker against Tyson Fury, another big mouth, big talker. All this Tyson Furies are gonna say, "Oh, you cheated, you're a bum," blah 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 blah. Jarrell Miller, I'm from Brooklyn. We don't play that shit. Blah blah blah. Pushing all that tough man shit. That's what we getting. They're gonna sell the fight. But it's just crazy that he's even getting the opportunity. And listen, Jarrell Miller, I made a video. I said, listen, I want you to get an opportunity again, but I want you to work on getting to the top again. That's what I said. People pop on drugs left and right. All right, it is what it is. It's not like I sit here and I want people to be banned for life. But I think fighters should be banned at least for 2 years. Definitely. Definitely. Because it's not strict enough. This is why people continue to juice. Because they're not banned long enough. Especially in this case. I mean, he was just banned recently. His suspension is not even a real suspension. He got a couple of months off. So I think this is just it's horrible. And Tyson Fury, not for nothing, man. Fury's a great fighter. He's very skilled. He's crafty, but his resume sucks. You fought Klitschko and Wilder, yes, but all those fights in between and before that, not really that good. I can't even say that you have a better resume than Wilder. Outside of the Klitschko fight, if you take that fight out, that one fight, you take the Klitschko match out, there's nothing else there. Because you didn't beat Wilder. I mean, I'm not even going to bring Joshua in the equation. Let's just compare Wilder and Fury. And I can do that because I am not a Wilder fanboy, as you guys know. But Wilder at least fought, after he got a certain amount of knockouts, he at least fought solid heavyweights continuously. Now, they weren't top contenders, but they were solid. You fought Derek Chisora, who was solid. straight. You beat Chisora. You know, he already had his few losses, but you beat him twice. All right, and you beat Steve Cunningham. Outside of that, who did you really beat? At least I can say, okay, Wilder. He beat Chris Arreola. He did beat Malik Scott. He did beat Berman Stavern. Okay. Uh he did beat Luis Ortiz. He did beat Arthur Spilka when he was more relevant. I mean, I can name some fighters. I don't think they're as good as Joshua's resume because at least Joshua, he did fight Parker. He fought Martin. He fought Brazil. He fought Takam. He fought Dillian White. And a lot of these guys were undefeated when he fought them. So I think he has the best. But when it comes to Fury, when you remove Klitschko, there's nothing really there because you can't give him credit for beating Wilder because it was a draw, and you can't give Wilder credit for beating. It's a draw. No one won that fight. One guy won a bunch of rounds, and the other guy knocked the other guy down twice. So it's a draw. So Tyson Fury is clearly just cherry picking until another dangerous fight comes. And being that he's the lineal champion and he doesn't have any obligations. I mean, you stay lineal champion until someone beats you. You don't lose that. Someone has to beat you to become the lineal champion. You could take a couple of years off, which he did, and come back and still be lineal champion. You're not obligated to do anything. You don't have any mandatories. You don't have to fight tough fights ever. And this is what Joshua said after he lost. He's like, damn, I should have just fought the guys these guys are fighting. Joshua and Dillian White is fighting all these tough fighters. Dillian White is fighting Oscar Rivas in 2 days. And this guy is about to fight Jarrell Miller or Trevor Bryan after fighting Tom Schwartz and Saviri a couple fights ago and Pianata. Like, this guy got it great. Like, he's really showing why fighters cherry pick. Because they can. It's that easy. I'm a boxing fan, so I want to see the best fights. But in reality, if I was a manager, I would probably do exactly what these guys are doing right now. Just take easy fights in between, fights that you know you're going to win. And then when you get your opportunity, just fight the big fight. So you fight Wilder. You take a couple easy fights. You fight Wilder. You take a couple more easy fights. And you fight Wilder again. Okay, we see what you're doing. Great fighter. I mean, as far as skill set, he's the best at heavyweight by far. But he's definitely cutting corners. It's pretty clear to me. There's a lot of fighters out there that he could be facing that he's saying, I don't have to fight him. I'm the lineal champion. I fight whoever I want. And he's absolutely right. I don't like the Jarrell Miller fight. I think Jarrell Miller needs to work his way back to a title fight. I think he should work his way back. But, of course, he's not going to turn down a golden opportunity like this. I don't blame him. Trevor Bryan, too. It is what it is. If he gets a shot, he gets a shot. But we already know who's going to win all of these fights. It's messed up, but that's boxing for you. And this is why the heavyweight division is a joke. There was a moment where I was excited for it. And I still excited in some levels. But to be honest, this division is a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. Anyway, that's my little rant for the day. Tyson Fury is a great fighter, but he's definitely cutting corners, and he should be called out on it just like everybody else. All right, his resume sucks outside of the Klitschko fight. His resume, it sucks compared to Joshua, Dillian White, and even Deontay Wilder at this point. You fighting guys like this, it's a joke. I can't give him credit for fights he hasn't taken yet. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. I can't give him credit off a fight that I thought he won. Because there's a lot of people that think Wilder won. You know, it is what it is. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But the judges scored it a draw. So at the end of the day, all you have is Klitschko. And everybody else that's on his resume is, he's alright. He's okay. Chisora's alright. I still don't even know whether or not Chisora's British or world level. I don't know. And he's not getting any better at this point in his career. I hope he wins this Saturday, but he still may very well be just a British level fighter. And Cunningham's best days were as a cruiserweight. He didn't do much except knock Tyson Fury down in one round. That's it. At least Wilder, I can name some people that Wilder fought that were credible. You know, more credible than guys that Fury fought. I don't know. All right, I'm done for the day, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow with some more videos, all right? Peace.